While I was prepping this book for publication, it actually seemed like there were many poems I didn't even remember writing. This was because at that time I was writing so many poems on a daily basis. The journey has always had a powerful source well beyond my own comprehension. At one point, my son had brought up how so many of my poems I'd written had what you could call a religious theme. We thought that was a little odd because I was not much of what you could call a religious man. This fact made me often question something I couldn't help but ask. Why me? Over time, I think I have an honest answer for that. I had my own beliefs but no real absorption of society's various religions or scientific descriptions of our existence. So this made me sort of like an unused sponge, simply absorbing what my mind, heart, and spirit was expressing from within. And once we allow our consciousness to begin registering our deeper mental perception, it gives us the ability to unify it all into different levels of our own personal spirituality. We all possess that ability, but what keeps most from accessing this is all the different distractions we have surrounding our lives and existence here on Earth. So many people allow social structure to define what acceptable renditions of reality are and what a false or insane definition of truth is. Because of this, our willingness to consider what most refer to as far-fetched or insane is hindered before our brains had a chance to form its own calculations. After all, we don't want our social circles to label us as insane or become an outcast. I have been blessed with having readers from many different ages and lifestyles from around the world. This has allowed me over the years to see how many different people from various races and cultures connected to certain poems and comprehended the messages within them all in the same way. That showed me that regardless of anything else, we are all one. The problem is how we allow outside sources to separate and divide us rather than being united. So then, how do we stop or keep that from happening? Welcome to the 8th chapter of the journey, following maps to Evermore. Peace. Picking up the bones. I am picking up the bones of my family, hoping they will help me find my destiny. Secrets still buried with faces of the past, remaining skeletons of the shadows they cast. Time continues forward after finding the end. Those who went before us are right around the bend. Kept between memories we store within our mind, visions of reflections when we let them rewind. Sometimes we may see them in deep dreams. Sometimes they whisper upon moonbeams. And if we can remember their personality, then you decide it's illusion, or reality. You see, we never really lose anyone who loved us, even though their bodies may return to dust. So don't let those you love fade into yesterday. Keep them in your heart, and they never go away. Dedicated to both of my grandmas, Lorraine Medved and Ivor Little. Economy, stimulant. Sure, I've got a few problems, and I always will, but don't try prescribing me a happiness pill, because I don't like what they now represent, the newest governmental economy stimulant. At times life's a bitch, but my mind's not cracked, so I don't want your Zoloft, Percocets, or Prozac. This existence was meant to have a little stress. for it represents the different levels of this test. Have people grown so completely incapable that we dull the purpose of our growing soul? This experience places us in different situations that add emotional connection to our vibrations. We each live in dimensions created at birth, separated by rotations of the planets and Earth. So like sands through the hourglass, grain by grain, please remember life divides both pleasure and pain. The answer to life. Each thought in my mind I put to the test, looking for answers that may fit the best. Explaining knowledge I still may not know, like when we die, where will each of us go? Some say heaven with streets paved of gold. Some say hell if your soul has been sold. Some may say this is it when we reach the end. As for me, I believe in the first two. Life's what we make it, so know that's true. The direction of each day depends on you. Some will go bad, and some will go great. Are you following this? And can you relate? When things go wrong, some come unglued, and then they can't hide their poor attitude. But things don't go better by losing your temper, or by people hearing you constantly whimper. So I wrote this piece as a kind of reminder to treat yourself and others a lot more kinder. Because believe it or not, we must understand. It's the answer to life. Still unsolved by man.
Hey yo, this one's for Patricia and my homie Weinstein, Brody and his girl Lexi, Brett and his brother Darwin in the pen, Chantel and the kids, Bill and his best friend, my pops, Eric and his sister Ariel, my grandma and the whole family that stood by his side, Angelo and his girl, homie with the bud that caught a slug, Mac Dre, Cash and whoever got taken out the game early, especially the big bad nutty, Speedy, Logan, Woody, live on. No matter if you got locked up, shot up, or took too many chances, this is your story, I'm gonna say what happened. Cause even though you're gone, we still got mad hard. This one for the cell blocks to the graveyards. No matter if you're locked up, shot up, or took too many chances, this is your story, so I'm gonna say what happened. Cause even though you're gone, we still got mad hard. This one for the cell blocks to the graveyards. We all